is Monica and I share with you my journey while studying abroad in France as well as lifestyle videos. So if you want to check that type of content, definitely subscribe and activate the notification bell. I also have a second YouTube channel where I share with you my YouTube journey, so if you want to go and check it out, I'll leave you the links in the description box. In today's video, I'm going to show you how my 12-meter square room in France looks like, also known as Chambre De Bonne. I live in a city called Strasbourg, which is around 2 hours far away from Paris if you take the TGV, which is a train. A Chambre De Bonne used to be the rooms for the servants like years ago, and right now are rooms that are rented to students as well as some workers. The room where I live is located on the 5th floor, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. So that's the elevator. This is my floor. And this is my room. We have here this thing that I don't know how it's called, but I have all of my clothes there. Here you can see that I have this piece of furniture where I have a lot of papers, and I have these papers, for example, that are recycled and I can use them to take some notes and all that. I also have this white sheet of paper because I used to have a printer but I sold it, so yeah, I might have to think how can I use this. Here you can see that I have an oven, and this is made out of glass, so it's very heavy, but it's very useful if I want to cook any pizza or any meal that needs to be cooked by using an oven. This is very helpful. However, I do think that there are other better options on the market that are like probably smaller, so it's very useful. I have this rice cooker that I also bought about like 4 years ago, and it's super useful. It's a very good one. If you're looking for a rice cooker, this one is pretty good and it's perfect for me. It's a small one. I think you can make around 3 cups of rice, but I normally just make 1 or 2 because that's enough for me. Here you can see that I have a huge bag, and all the clothes that are in there are not clean, so I have to go to the laundry and clean them out. I do not have a washing machine here, so I have to go to a laundry room and pay for that. Here I have my internet. Next to it I have my iron. I don't use it anymore, but at times if I go to important events and I wear clothes that I have to iron, then I use it. I have this map that I've had like for 2 years or 3, and I haven't been able to put it there. It always falls down, so I left it there because I cannot use it. Here I have these boxes where I have papers from university. I also have a book. I have a recipe book that I found in Germany. I have these books from my German classes, and here I have some information from my travels. This is so cool. They're flashcards that are very small. I have some things for not so much skincare, but like for my hair, or I have sunscreen here. I have hand cream. Here's my pouch for my camera. Here I have some chargers, and in here I have some books. I have one of these things that helps you be less stressed out. It's pretty cool, and it's a globe, so nice. I have more stuff. This is for my bike, so when it's raining you just put this on the seat of your bike and then you will not get wet, like your jeans will not get wet. Here I have more folders and more papers from university, some lip balms because, you know, when it's colder lips get dry, so I have them in order to keep my lips hydrated. Here I have my headphones. They are pretty cool and I use them to edit my videos, as well as when I'm studying I wear them so that I can concentrate better. I have my lamp. Here is my desk. Here's normally where I study, and you've watched a lot of videos where I'm sitting there. I use this chair, which is very comfortable and very nice. Next to it, I have this thing where I keep all of my papers and cardboards, like anything that I have to recycle, I put it here, and then when it's full, like right now, I take it out. In France, they have this special containers where you can only throw out cardboards and paper, so yeah, that's why I have this thing. Next to it, I have my fridge. It's pretty small, but it's enough for one person. And this is how it looks like. Right now, I don't have that many things because I'm going to travel, and yeah, I don't want to leave that many things on my fridge. Here I have raviolis. This, like, I'm going to show you, like, they have something called pomme noisette here in France, and it's this. It's pretty good if you want to try it out. I like them. And it makes a lot of noise, as you can see. So my neighbors know when I'm opening my fridge. My freezer is broken. Like, I broke this. So I have to call my landlord lady to tell her, that it broke and see what we can do. I also have this where I keep, for example, here I have onions. At times I keep vegetables too, and it's just very useful. I have 2 of them. So yeah, that's my little fridge. If you look down, you'll see my bed, and it's just very nice. A small bed, but it's enough for me. In here I have a place where I can charge my phone or whatever I have to charge. In this case, I'm charging my battery, like my camera battery. Here's my heater, and how you turn it on is you just turn this thing to the left, and you'll see that it'll start heating. Very nice, because right now it's getting colder, so very useful. If I didn't have that, I think I'll be very, very cold. I also have this furniture where I have some more shoes. This is messier than the other ones, so this is for laundry. Here I have some of my shoes, and they're mostly shoes to run, but I also have like the white shoes, which I can use when it's not that cold and when it's not raining. This is my window. It's pretty small, and something that I love about windows here in Europe is that you close them and then you turn them like this and they are open. The ones that I had in Mexico didn't do that. Like, you could only like open them like this, and that was it. So I'm very happy with these windows. I love them. I got used to them, and it's just very useful because you have 2 ways of keeping your window open. You can see that the ceiling is not straight, like it's in a diagonal, so I kind of have to be really careful whenever I wake up and I have the ceiling very close to me. What I do is that I bring it till here, like pretty close to where I have my table, and then there's no much problem because the ceiling is a little bit further than before. This is a view that I have whenever I wake up. There I have the window, and once I wake up, here I have my shower, and it's basically in the middle of the room, like not in the middle, but right next to my bed and right next to the kitchen. I have these doors that are transparent. People can see everything. Luckily, I live on my own. Here you have my shower. Here are my shampoos and everything that I need in order to take a shower. Before, I used to have a shelf in here and also in there, but it fell down, so that's why I have that thing, because we couldn't like put together the other one. And once you turn to the right, you will see that I have my kitchen. Here I wash my hands as well as I can wash all of my dishes, pans, like everything that I use to cook. And right in here I have more things. And next to it I have another one. Here's where I keep all of my food as well as my dishes. I got this at university and it's so cool. Like, do you have a guess of what it is? Tell me in the comment section if you know what this is. So basically what you do is you take this off. When you look at this, you're like, what is this? It's for water. Like, you can drink water in this thing, and it's very practical. Like, you just fold it, put these things together, you close them with this, and you can put it in your bag or whatever you want. Like, it doesn't take that much space. You can drink water wherever you are. So practical. Here you can see that I have this car and it's super practical. One of my friends gave it to me. So basically you can like store all the things that you buy inside. You close this and you just bring it with you. Like, super useful. If you do not want to carry all of your groceries and you have a lot of things to buy, definitely buy one of these cars. Here I have my stove. I've put my cutting board here. It just takes a lot of space, so if I had this on the other side it would be a little bit more complicated to cut my vegetables and everything. Here I have my spices. Next to the kitchen I have my closet, which is small but still enough. At the top you can see that I have some boxes, and it's like the box of my oven, a box that I got when I bought clothes online. Like, I keep the boxes because one day I'll be needing them, and I use them right now to stock some clothes. I also have this thing. Oh, let me show you. This is so cool. It's very practical. It's not that big, and you just like have these things which you pull, and you can just like, I don't know, put it somewhere like this, and you just iron your clothes. Like, it's so practical. It doesn't take that much space. I have a funny story for this. You can see that there's something missing here. When you close it, it always stays open, and that's because once I closed my closet and I didn't see that there was a piece of clothing that got stuck, like, oh, this is black. Let me show you. Like, sort of like this, like very slightly. So I couldn't open my closet, and they had to take this off, and they left it like that. So yeah, what I do is that I close it like this, and then I bring this little cart that I showed you for my groceries, and I leave it like that, so then it's closed. Here is my door. That box is the electricity box, a very important one, because if I don't have light in my room, then I just have to check that the buttons are like all in the right place, and then everything should be good to go. I have one of these keys, and I have a friend that used to call me Rapunzel because it's like the key of a princess door. I don't know. So I find it really funny when she told me that. But yeah, that's the key that I have, and I leave it here. I also have this thing, so I close the door like this. Here you have the light switch. And I have a phone. So whenever I have friends coming over, they just call me and I can open the door for them. Very useful. And I think these are for my neighbors, so I can call them. But I've never used those, so I'm not going to try it right now. We still have one more thing left for me to show you. I have a closet right there. I also have a place where I can keep my clothes. I have a desk. I have my bed. I have the shower. And I do not have a toilet. That's because I have the toilet outside and I share the toilet with the floor. However, I only have one neighbor and they have their own toilet in their like apartment, sort of apartment. I don't know what it's called, but they have like an apartment. So I basically have the toilets all for myself. So let me show you. I have this thing for the light. Okay, so I have this thing, like I just turn it around. It's very cold during the winter, so whenever I come, I bring like very cozy clothes. Here I have this other piece of furniture where I have some tools, like this one. Here is the sink. I have the toilet, and I have this window. So, you know, whenever you come to the toilet and it just smells pretty bad, you just open the window and that should be okay. But we're going to close it. That'll be all for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Tell me in the comment section which was the part that you liked the most about this room. If you also live in a room like this, tell me all about it in the comment section. This is how a Chambre De Bonne in Strasbourg looks like. Of course, not every room is going to look like this, but they more or less look similar. Like, they have a small bed, they have a desk, a very small fridge. Toilets are normally outside, so you share them with other people. In my case, there's no more people living in my same floor that use a toilet, so I'm very lucky to be the only person that uses a toilet. But there are also some rooms outside, but there's nobody living in them. If you want to see more videos like this one about college, studying abroad, life in France as a foreigner, definitely subscribe and activate the notification bell because there are more videos coming very soon. I post videos every single week, so definitely stay tuned if you want to see more content like this one. See you on my next video! Here I have my mirror, so you can see me there. Here I have another mirror. And I also have this light that has never worked. Like, every single time I like turn it on, it's just like, it doesn't work. I don't know if it's like broken, but it has never worked.